I am Chris Taylor.
And I'm Amber Frost like a Jean cosplay, and today we're back again with you guys with Demon Slayer, episode 11.
Last episode ended the fight against the two who pretended, or at least thought, they were part of the 12 demons surrounding Kibutsuji.
But they weren't,
Nope.
So the real one will be even more stronger than these two.
Yeah, the death of the Temari girl was kind of sad. It is true that every time we kill a demon, we get reminded harshly that they used to be human.
Yeah.
And even when they're demons, they're being tricked by Kibutsuji into, helping him, and he made them believe all sorts of things so they would not ask questions. And we found out that he's afraid, we think he's afraid of death, but he's basically afraid that the demons he created will turn on him. So that's why the curse basically makes it impossible for all the demons to even say his name.
Yeah,
so
he's basically Voldemort.
That's how we defeated the Temari girl too. Lady Tamayo basically tricked her into saying his name, and it was horrible.
Yeah.
And at the end of it all, we went our separate ways. Tanjirou and Nezuko are on their way to another mission, and we are about to meet the blonde guy who's freaking out all the time, who also did the exam with Tanjirou. So I say we jump in this episode and meet this new character.
Alright.
Let's go. We will find out in the next episode.
Maybe he's the one who came inside and barged in without announcing.
Oh, it could be him as well. The way the demon was speaking about it, you kind of reminded me of in movies. Sometimes you get that old man with his gun, who whenever you step on his territory, whenever you're close to the house or you're on his land, he comes out with his gun and he's like, you youngsters, you monsters, I'm gonna kick your ass, stuff like that.
Yeah.
He's very territorial, but then he's also the one who got out and got the brother. So maybe he smells blood. Like they said, the brother was injured, right? Mm-hmm. So he smells a certain type of blood, which he likes or which he hunts. He brings that person with that special blood inside his house so he can hunt them. Mm-hmm. And then whenever, they're inside his house, he believes that it's his prey, it's his place, it's his temple. No one has the right to barge in and do whatever the hell they want and try to stop that hunt from happening. So maybe that's what he was talking about when he was, mentioning territory and stuff. So he just hunts people with a certain type of blood, and he wants to hunt in peace. It's not okay. I like his ability. I like the, I said the same comment with Hunter x Hunter, but I like that in this show, the array of abilities is pretty large. All the demons can basically do something. Some of them cannot, but they're the weakest, I guess.
Yeah. And
the ones with the actual blood art, gosh, I can never remember how they say it, but anyway, the spell thing, basically the spells can be anything. So imagination is your limit, and that's pretty cool because we can never be bored with the type of demons we're gonna meet.
So right now we know that one of the Tamari is used to switch rooms to rooms.
And one changes
the side of the room.
And the other...
For what?
I don't know.
What's the
he's gonna use
ability with the third Tamari?
Eventually he's gonna use it in the next episode maybe. But it's gonna be hard. It's as soon as the thing is, whenever you face an opponent like this, the first thing you need to do is try to understand how his ability works. And whenever you understand it, then you can try to plan your way around it. That's how we defeated the two demons last episode, You see the ability, you understand how it works, and then you try to defeat it. The thing that is good in this episode is that Tanjirou is not the only one fighting.
I guess it worked, yeah. Him and the boar guy.
I think the fact that the demon hates that... Yeah, I think the boar guy is called Inosuke. So, I'm not sure, but I'm going to call him Inosuke in the meanwhile, in the meantime. Well, we still don't know. He might be one of the guys that just showed up in the house to kill the demon. We will find out. He's very passionate. His personality is completely opposite to that of Zenitsu, who is so unlucky.
Peace to handle, yeah.
But that's the thing, we were talking about him surviving this election maybe through luck, maybe that's how he survives anything. Like, maybe he does have a huge amount of luck, even though he's very, you know, unlucky technically, because he did end up in these situations. But I want to figure out, like, why. Maybe his entire personality, the fact that he's that scared, comes from the fact that he was never supposed to follow that path in his life. He was forced into this. He wasn't, you know, in charge of his decisions when he got to the selection. He actually thought he was going to die, and then his luck got him to survive. But I'm like, if you survive the selection, eventually you're going to have to show some skills, because, yeah, I mean, pure luck is one thing, but I mean, he had to face demons in that forest, right?
Who knows? We know that he got some skills with his hearing, so maybe
he's got an ability.
Maybe he heard demons while this
and fled
during the selection, and he fled. Maybe
that's pure luck and just evasion. You know, he ran away. So,
but from what I'm seeing right now, I think that we might have a good development with his character later on. Like, he might become more serious about it and fight seriously.
That's a good thing
so
when you start.
That'd be nice. So.
That's a good thing when you start with the character so low in the chain of power and strength and just courage, because he's got nowhere else to go but up after this, you know?
True.
And I mean, we know he uses his sword somehow. In the opening, he uses electricity, the technique, you know? So we know he's trained. We know he's been through all the training that basically Tanjirou has been through. So he knows what to do. It's just that he lacks the courage. So experience could be a good thing for him. Since he's with two people, right now two people because Inosuke is there as well, but since he's surrounded with people who are very different from him, courageous, driven, with a passion and a motivation for fighting and going forward, he could learn from them, but I don't know, like, how a character like him survives the entire show, but we will see. We will see. But I'm very, not conflicted, but I have, like, two very different opinions of this guy, because he both really gets on my nerves with all the crying and the freaking out, because I tend to prefer characters with strong wills, you know? Yeah. But at the same time, he's just so over the top that he makes me laugh. Yeah, so I like that, you know, with Tanjirou's personality, he kind of fits in, because Tanjirou also gets over the top with his personality and his reactions, but then he gets very serious during battles. So he fits with them through the over-the-top persona, and Tanjirou is too nice to just send him on his way and forget about him, so that's that. But he's different enough that he's going to make us laugh, and he can also go kind of balance the morale, not the morale, but the theme of the show and just the genre of the show with characters who are so determined to kill people or driven by dark, you know, pasts and memories, and or just characters like that Inosuke guy who seems to be in it for the fight.
Yeah, but to be honest though, I kind of hope that his attitude is gonna change pretty soon enough, because if it's the same throughout the rest of the series, I might get bored of it a little bit.
Well, I think they got
whining and crying, or every single time is gonna be.
I wouldn't say that this is gonna go away like right away, but I think they had him be like this very intense, over the top guy in the first few episodes that we meet him, because we need to understand that this is how he is. He is scared. He doesn't want to die. He is willing to just run away. So that's gonna be interesting. But I want to learn more, like. That the guy, that Inosuke, I think is gonna be interesting as well to see. So I want to learn more about all of them.
I'm wondering why he's using different sword.
He doesn't have the uniform, I think. So I don't think he's even a demon slayer. We'll see. We'll see who he is, what he does. I think he's just as intense. Like Tanjirou, Inosuke, and Zenitsu are all very intense, but in their own way. You know, Zenitsu is like the crying type, Inosuke is the fighting type, and just Tanjirou is the driven type. You know, he's got motivation.
Yeah, we can say that, yeah.
Yeah, so revenge is his thing, but he's still a very nice character. Anyway, I'm glad we finally got to meet more characters that I've been seeing around, like, all the time, because I was wondering, like, it's already episode 11, so we're reaching half of
the series.
Yeah, so I was like, when are we meeting all these guys? Because I've seen a lot more characters that we haven't seen yet. some characters that I know are very central to the lore of Demon Slayer that we haven't met or haven't seen since the first episode. And I'm like, we're running out of time. I know there was more than one season in this show, but and actually I like that it's taking its time, because the more we spend time with these characters, the more we end up liking them, the more we know about them. Considering that I still cannot remember the names of most of the characters we've seen so far, it's a good thing that we spend more time with them, because I get, to remember. I'm excited.
You know what I'm thinking right now? I think that the fact that Nezuko is still outside of the house might be of help to defeat this demon.
But it's the day,
You can wait nighttime.
If they survive this long.
But do you remember in one episode with Naruto when they had to attack from the inside and from the outside at the same time? But they kind of screwed up that part.
Yes, but the thing is, in Naruto, the place, I know what you're talking about. I know the moment you're talking about. But it wasn't like a house in which a demon was hiding. The thing they had to destroy from both outside and inside was the thing that the enemy was interacting in, so it was the enemy himself. Yeah, it's complicated. But in this, the demon is in the house and controls the room, so I don't know what Nezuko could do from outside.
But I think that could come in handy, though.
Well,
to try to figure out how to defeat the opponent's skills, I
don't think it's a coincidence that Tanjirou ended up being alone in that house without Nezuko, and then he met two new characters. I think that the thing is, he's not going to be able to rely on his sister's strength all the time. He needs partners. He needs people on his side to fight with him whenever Nezuko cannot do anything. So...
Well, for now,
Zenitsu is not doing anything.
Zenitsu is not doing anything helpful at all right now. And Inosuke is more about barging in and barging out. So...
We don't know. We will see in the next episode, I guess. So, yeah, let's jump to the next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching this with us. If you want to see the fight next episode right away, you can check it out. The link is in the description for our Patreon. There you go.
Yeah, don't forget to subscribe if you want to watch it now, guys. And if not, with the next one to be out on YouTube, which will be next week. So we're going to see you then.
Bye.
Bye, guys.